If school inches closer, concerns from families, teachers, and students keeps growing. More teachers are pushing back on in-person learning, questioning their own safety. In an interview with Colorado Public Radio, Governor Polis said they're not the only ones grappling with the choice between their careers and a risk to their health.
Well, this is really hard for everybody. It's, really hard for people who work in restaurants and retail, trying to decide, is it worth risking my health or risking my job? It's hard for really people across society. And of course, that means it's hard for educators. It's hard for teachers. It's a difficult decision to make.
Yeah, but teachers say they want better protection before they go back to the classroom. 80% of Colorado Education Association members say they would refuse to return to work under their district's current back-to-school plan. Denver 7's Liz Gilardi shows us their list of demands.
We do love our kids. That's why we do this. And I am concerned for their well-being as well as the well-being of my colleagues.
Teachers across the state voiced their concerns about returning to school. They spoke during a Colorado Education Association press conference where a new survey was released.
53% want to begin the school year with 100% remote learning.
Denver Public Schools will begin the year with 100% remote learning, but other districts are still calling for 100% in-person learning.
We have listened very carefully to our own members.
The CEA president says districts need to meet a list of 4 demands, including letting employee voices drive decision-making, safety protections for all students and staff, transparency about decision-making, and equity no matter where students are learning.
If these 4 expectations cannot be met, then schools should not open in an in-person environment and should go to remote learning until they can be met.
Teachers feel so strongly, the CEA says their survey shows many would be willing to refuse to return to work.
I don't see how we can have the authentic interactions with our kids that we need to in that kind of environment.
And those back-to-school plans vary by district. The CEA says as much as teachers want to be in the classroom, they still have a lot of questions.
There's nowhere we'd rather be than with our students, but only when that is safe to do so.
Liz Gilardi, Denver 7.